It was the 90s, and many of us had a pretty naive plan. We wanted to leave our childhood behind and stop watching cartoons. Suddenly we were interested in women, men, or both, and we wanted to seem a bit more mature through adult topics, stylish clothes, and MTV, and we pretended a little bit that we understood the news. And then suddenly these animated films from Japan flickered across our screens, with women with way too big eyes, long legs, in imposing poses, with themes like love, and also little jokes about urges, and with transformations where there were more beams of light than fabric involved. And quite secretly, somewhere between math homework and Spice Girls, or Backstreet Boys posters, many realised, maybe these animes aren't just interesting for kids. Today is exactly about this feeling, about what was just embarrassing back then, about the question that nobody could have asked out loud back then. Which Sailor Scout was actually the secret anime crush? For this, we looked at fan polls, like for example a large official NHK vote with the over 80,000 votes, in which almost 90% of the participating people were women, and diverse forum and Reddit threads, in which fans speak very openly about their favourite Sailor Scouts. And from that we built an absolutely non-scientific, but hopefully very entertaining list of the hottest Sailor Scouts. And with that, a warm welcome to CelDojo. Hot does not just mean a skimpy outfit. It is about design and charisma, character, personality, role model function, and above all, how often she is named in polls and discussions as a favourite figure or crush. And of course also the question, do women and men see this the same way? So, grab your favourite snack, subscribe to this channel, leave a like, and let's go. At number 5 for the female fans, we start directly with Sailor Venus, Mina Aino. Mina is the original heroine who was already active as Sailor Vive before Serena, meaning Sailor Moon, even knew herself that she is a scout. In the 90s anime, she appears after the other inner scouts, when it is already clear that there must still be a mysterious, experienced scout out there. Character-wise, she is the perfect mix of idol girl and chaotic mess. She dreams of a big career, likes to flirt, is super playful, but as soon as it concerns her mission, she becomes tough as nails and serious. Many female fans celebrate her as someone who can carry humour, beauty, and responsibility at the same time. Number 4 goes to Sailor Saturn, Hotaru Tomoe. Hotaru is initially introduced in the anime Sailor Moon S as a sickly, lonely girl who has to struggle with strange blackouts and powers. Later it turns out that she is the scout of destruction and rebirth, Sailor Saturn, who can end entire worlds with her silence glaive. In forums, many describe her as a goth icon. Fragile, dark clothing, tragic past, but with incredible inner strength. That makes her more of a deep emotional crush than a simple she looks good character. Number 3 for the female fans is Sailor Moon herself, Serena Tsukino. Serena appears, of course, directly in episode 1, first as an overwhelmed student, then as Sailor Moon. She is clumsy, loud, has bad grades, and cries a lot, so exactly the opposite of a classic, perfect heroine. In fan comments, many women write that they recognise themselves in Serena, someone who is insecure, makes mistakes, but can still be brave and grows beyond herself. As a crush, she functions less through unattainable beauty, but through personality, emotional, loyal, growing. Many admit openly that they did not find Serena cool enough as teenagers and only realised as adults how attractive so much empathy and growth actually are. At number 2, the women see Sailor Neptune, Michelle Kaio. Michelle appears in the S season together with Amara. She's introduced as a talented violinist, painter, and elegant high school student, rich, cultivated, and with an aura as if she would automatically be the prettiest picture on the wall in every room. Fans describe her as the most beautiful scout, as a perfectly styled, calm, adult woman. Many female fans see in her an ideal of maturity and self-assurance. She needs no one to be strong and lives her relationship with Uranus very naturally and confidently. Number 1 from the female fan perspective is relatively clear. Sailor Uranus, Amara Tenno. Amara appears in the S season as an androgynous, extremely cool race car driver. Many initially think she is a boy. Short hair, pants, casual sayings, flirts with girls, drives races, plays piano. As Sailor Uranus, she embodies sky and wind, always by the side of Neptune. In Pride articles and forums, she is described again and again as a gay awakening. For many women, Amara was the first figure where it became clear that attraction is not bound to classic gender roles. She unites strength, gentleness, androgyny, and queer representation. No wonder that she lands at the top in an almost purely female voting. So much for the tendencies among female fans. But how does it look when one goes through forums and comments from male fans? So above all, straight dudes who openly say which Sailor Scout they secretly adored back then. At number 5 of the male perspective, Sailor Neptune appears once again. While women celebrate above all her elegance and self-assurance, many male fans also describe her as the most beautiful scout, a kind of unattainable dream woman with classic mature beauty. Her design, ocean tones, long wavy hair, violin, evening gown vibes, serves a rather adult beauty ideal. In the men's ranking, she therefore lands not quite at the top, but clearly in the top 5. Number 4 goes to Sailor Mercury, Amy Mizuno. Especially in Japan, Amy had an extremely loud fan base in the 90s. Some older popularity polls saw her temporarily even at the top. In a thread, a male fan writes that the series only really started for him from episode 8 when Amy appeared. She became his big crush for years. What many men like about Mercury is the combination of sweet, shy, and ultra smart, the girl next door, the best in class, who is however still insecure and slowly comes out of her shell. Number 3 in the men's ranking again, Sailor Venus. While female fans often celebrate her for humour and the urge for freedom, male fans see her idol side more strongly. Blonde hair, red bow, sailor collar, dreams of stage performances. In articles it is mentioned that Mina is particularly popular in some countries, for example, in parts of Europe. She seems like the classic 90s anime idol that one could hang as a poster over the bed. Thereby she slips up a few places in the men's crush ranking. Number 2 goes for the men to Sailor Jupiter. Lita Kino. Lita appears in the 90s anime as a tall transfer student. She messes directly with bullies in her debut, before later her identity as Sailor Jupiter, Scout of Thunder and Nature, reveals itself. In a thread, a male fan tells that Jupiter is his only fictional crush who has aged with him and that her mix of tomboyish vibe and soft femininity is perfect for him. She argues physically strong, can fight, but also cooks passionately, loves romance, and has a soft side. In many comments exactly, this combination of protector plus wife material is described as extremely attractive. For the men's ranking, that is easily enough for the silver medal. The undisputed number 1 in the men's crush ranking is Sailor Mars, Rei Hino. Rei is introduced in the 90s anime as a shrine maiden who investigates bus kidnappings. In the same episode, she awakens as Sailor Mars, the Scout of Fire. In a much-quoted Reddit thread, a fan writes that most straight guys who like Sailor Moon have Mars as a favourite because she is so pretty. She brings several classic 90s crush elements together: long dark hair, red outfit, priestess role, plus a clear tsundere temperament, sharp-tongued, proud, but with a vulnerable core. While female fans are partly divided on Rei, some love her determination, others find her too harsh. The tenor among many men is astonishingly uniform. Mars is visually, and by type, the ultimate crush. With that, our 2 Sailor Scout rankings are set. Uranus, Neptune, Serena, Saturn, and Venus dominate the crush tendencies among female fans. Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, and Neptune, on the other hand, turn the heads of the male fans. But in the end, these are all just tendencies from polls and forums, other countries, other dubs, other broadcast times, and of course, one's own taste. All that influences who is the more popular anime crush. But now it is your turn. Who was or is your personal secret anime crush? Who would you put at number 1? And who did we completely underestimate in this ranking? Write it in the comments and build your own top 5 ranking. And if enough of you participate, there will maybe be a second video, only this time with your results. If you liked the video, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends. Many thanks for the attention and take care.